Hi, everyone. I recently received a question from someone who is saying that they stretch regularly and they've been doing so for years, but they don't really get results. And because of that, they've become discouraged and they don't stretch anymore because they don't feel any improvement in muscle tension and in reduction of symptoms that they are doing it for. So I'm going to go over some of the main reasons why stretching won't create change and what you can do to make stretching more effective. If a person has myofascial trigger points, usually stretching will not create significant change unless those myofascial trigger points are addressed prior to stretching. The myofascial trigger points create a physical block to the stretch, and it causes the nervous system to get irritated because you're trying to force fibers that are bunched up to pull apart, and that can actually make your symptoms worse. So not only will a person possibly encounter a situation where they won't improve from stretching, but they can often feel worse after stretching. So one of the first things you can do to address this is make sure you do self trigger point massage before you do the stretch, right here in number 1. So whatever muscle you're going to be stretching that's affected, do self trigger point massage first, then stretch that same muscle. The other thing to do is decrease the intensity of your stretch and increase the hold time. Usually when people do a stretch, they hold it for 10 to 20 seconds, sometimes 30 seconds. I would recommend significantly decreasing the strength of the stretch, the intensity with which you're doing it, but increase your hold time to at least 2 to 3 minutes, even longer. In addition to those things, the other things you need to pay attention to are making sure you're getting enough sleep. If you're sleep deprived, you're going to be in a higher state of muscle tension. Your nervous system will be in a more sympathetic state, so your nervous system is going to make your muscles more tense. So make sure you're getting enough sleep, whatever that is for you. Most adults require like 7 to 8 hours, but it varies based on the individual. Dehydration will also make stretching ineffective or less effective. And finally, 2 blood markers that you want to be aware of that can make stretching ineffective are vitamin D levels and hypothyroidism. So if your vitamin D levels are low or your thyroid is underactive, both of those things will create a stickiness in the actin myosin filaments, which are the strands that overlap in a muscle fiber, and that will make it difficult for the stretch to take effect. So vitamin D deficiency and hypothyroidism are some of the things that you should check if you've tried everything else and stretching still doesn't help you. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment down below or you can email me directly.